See how that tone is now all through this SI joint? I think this is what you're just getting used to, is that that muscle is actually just getting so limp that the muscles don't know how to work properly, but I think that'll change within a day. I don't think you're sore. I just think your pelvic floor is just changing. Your body's gone, what the? I mean, really, I can give some lessons that'll blow your socks off, and the brain takes a day or two. See how nice you're wagging your tailbone now? I don't even have to do the, So since the tailbone is doing that well, now what I can do is I'm going into the pelvis, right? So I've got the whole lower back stabilized. What I'm doing, very similar to what I did with showing with your chest cavity, you don't want to sit there and just go push, because you're going to get muscle back. So what I'm doing here is this rotation, but when I rotate, what I want the tailbone to sort of come towards me and then go away. So I'm lightly pushing into the pelvis.
Don't move your hand. I want to.
Right at the pocket line. But I want you to show what that rotation does, that extension of that lower back, bringing the pelvis back. Now another way of playing with that, I can come over here, see now, and then rotate the tailbone in and around. But see how now nicely that pelvis comes back and that extension through the abdomen. Someone who's chronically constipated is not going to have a gut like this. Does that make sense? Do you feel now two more now how that sacrum rolls and comes down?
Yeah, I mean, I do something similar with the hip, but I haven't been including the rolling down of the sacrum.
So now feel how I can bring that
Yeah.
hip joint down.
Oh yeah, that feels good.
So moves that you're more familiar with now, but see now how nicely you can get in and literally do a pelvic clock from this angle. Or now with the tonus. Now again, I'm going to rotate upper chest cavity, bring back just like I'm slinging a bow and arrow. And now you really can feel that nice supple twist through the lower back. As I just walk my thumb down the spine. I can come underneath here now and just see how light you are. See the head, the pelvis, and how you're just moving around my hands. So can you now feel that toddler-like movement patterns, that like how we were just holding Ollie?
Oh, it's still a little hard for me to bridge, but.
But do you feel how supple you are, how you just move around me, how I'm not lifting my hands? So now if I wanted to start bringing you to all fours, even though you're a full-grown woman, do you feel more of that transfer of weight versus me sitting here going, ugh, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just riding the spine like we're pretty much standard taught. But again, direct back, movement's going to stop. That rotation, that scoop. Now I can scoop and do more femur. I can scoop and do more pelvic. I can do a front. But I can get pretty quick right now too. But if I want to go slow, still, it's very nice. You'll see me just do what the kid says, boo. Always working that pelvis.
Well, she sure got a solid connection with it.
No, honestly, with her, watching her, and I have a pretty good eye, I really don't see any glitches in the system.
Boy, I don't either. She had the sort of most amazing.
And with her vocabulary, look at the level that she can communicate with her mother, where a lot of kids at this stage, nah, my turn, ah! You know, she doesn't use any of those tactics whatsoever. I mean, she just turned 2 last, Saturday. And she really, I'm not seeing, quote, the terrible twos. You know, she's not,
She's super busy, but
she's
she's
self-fulfilling.
yeah.
And when she's not, she can turn around and express her needs to her mother versus just frying out. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure she's got temper tantrums, but probably more so, again, like everybody, when we're more tired and stuff, we're more susceptible to.
Oh, I love what you're doing. Gosh, it feels so good.
But look at, see the extension through the hand, the feet? I mean, look at how well you're just... But again, I go for that drop. That drop. See, now I can just do these nice circles wherever I feel like. Again, they're quickies, but same thing. This is a pelvic clock. This is a pelvic clock. This is a pelvic clock. Once it's in the system, this is where you really can go in and look for any kind of inconsistencies. And then that's where you need to work on. Or at least that's how I work. And that's where I get a lot of comments going, wow, I didn't know, A, I was sore there. Could be one comment to, you know, I didn't know I could move like that. With that, I'll take you on the other side so I balance you. There it is. you never had an artificial floor to the knee. Do you feel that lift in the hip?
Yeah, I do.
See how nice that is now?
Hmm?
Do you feel how nice the knee comes down to the floor?
Yeah, I do.
There you go. Woohoo! See, now it's more like a choo-choo train.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's that nice transfer you should feel. And again, I know when I'm doing this kind of stuff, there is a slosh, but I'm sloshing with you.
Mm.
You know, I'm not like in trying to catch you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're meant to feel that. So stay there because I'm going back now. So again, you go to run, you don't suddenly startle. But I think that's what happens as people age. They don't deal with their internal acceleration, and it comes to a certain point, and they go to do something, and they're like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that. See how nice now that.
Mm. Yeah, it's free.
Okie doke, madame. I think you got well-oiled butt.